What's up, collective? My name is Jessie. I'm an intuitive reader. So I'm going to tap into the cards and bring you guys a message. So yesterday we were discussing, or what was coming through and also in the cards, is that the past couple of weeks or whatever, there's been a lot of like forced change. Like some crazy things happen, you didn't have any control over it. And there's been maybe some things. I'm getting sixth house. There's stuff coming up about the sixth house. So it's like some things have happened that are forcing you to change, kind of. And what's coming up for me, so I don't know who this will relate to, but like I know I'm it's also because of lack of sleep, but like I was struggling with some depression today. And what was coming up for me is that my masculine is needing structure. I think I spoke out the other day of like wanting more freedom, but it's not actually that. It's not so much that I need freedom, it's that I need something in my throat, that I need structure so that my creativity can come through more and that my feminine can flow again, can feel that flow. Like I learned discipline at a young age, and that was something that I took on, that I was like, this is something that I want to do. I learned about nutrition on my own. And what I also realized is that it was like, there were things like traditional things that my family did. Like my mom did cook supper every day, and like she cooked meals. I didn't do that. Later on, I remember cooking and I remember baking a lot later in life. But I remember my brother getting really into cooking. He still loves to cook. But we didn't sit down at the dinner table very often. It was very rare that happened. We did for certain holidays. So we had a bar, and we sat at the bar, but it was unstructured, and our life was very unstructured. It was like we played it was a mix, because it was like we had, you have to get up and get ready and go to school. And then we had like things after school, but we didn't have like everybody. I don't know. I guess it was like a loose structure. And I remember when I started going to the gym, and I wasn't I was older. I was old enough to drive, but I still was like young. I remember like my mom I would go for like 3 and 4 hours, and I didn't even think, I knew it was extreme, but like my mom never, I think one time she got mad at me and came and got me. And aside from that, they never said anything about it. I think they probably got like sarcastically made fun of me, but it was never like a thing like, hey, like that's extreme, you should probably chill out, or like, why don't you spend more time at home? I don't know. So there were a lot of things like that, where it was like there were certain things that my mom and our family was strict about, but there was a lack, especially with my dad. Okay, now I'm tying it. Now I'm seeing the correlation. So it's something with the masculine, because like my dad, he was super like on it, like very driven when it comes to his work, but he also would drink at the end of the day, and he kind of just did what he wanted, and there wasn't any and he didn't give his kids any structure. And so he didn't do any of that as a dad. So now I'm seeing that in my own life, that I still struggle with that. I still struggle to like keep a consistent routine. And even though I get up, like there's certain, like I have some things, I have my rituals that I usually do every morning, and but now, because my kid's not doing tablet time, I'm going to get to the car. I'm going to pull this into the cards too. My kid's not doing tablet time. I'm not being able to go on my walks, and it's forcing me to like, I don't know, it's coming up now for a reason, about needing more structure so that you're not continuing to fall into like a depression, or I don't know what that is for other people. So that may or may not resonate, because like eating too is another one, because I kind of developed an ED, and it's like I always had very unstructured eating, and that's another thing that like for the body, it throws it off, even though it's a habit, but it's like for my body, there's not any consistency. So it's like, it's like to be able to trust yourself to like take on more and more and more. Like I get overwhelmed very easily, and I think there's something there, whereas like there's a reason for why we need these routines and stuff like that, because they really give us a sense of stability. Okay, that makes sense, because that's something I'm always trying to figure out how to have more of. And I don't think anyone really enjoys depression, so if there's ways that we can like mitigate it, I think that's ideal. Yeah, our AC is not working, so that's also been fun. Grateful the guy came this morning. He was not supposed to come until Thursday. Guy came and mowed our grass, so gave our praise where it's due. Very grateful for that. Yeah, because you're wanting to be, the star was reversed. You're wanting to be more in this star energy, this more creative, like you're wanting to be able to shine and be in that space, but being forced to change can be, the process to get there can be kind of rocky sometimes. Okay, so that kind of touches on the depression. So it's this Five of Cups, the Knight of Swords reversed, and then the World. So what you're feeling, you're feeling this mix of like, it's like nostalgia with recklessness, but wanting to be in this world energy, like looking at the people who are like, I don't know how I'm seeing it this way, but like, it's like you're looking at the people who you feel like have made it. And so you're wanting that, but you're feeling like left out and feeling this recklessness, and maybe also depression. Like the Star reverse is also giving me like a not being seen kind of energy. Okay, Five of Cups, that's right. Five of Cups is defeat, and Four of Cups, that we have that reverse, is loneliness. It's harder to tap in when I'm tired. Okay, so because it's so interesting. So the masculine, there's these. The moon. Okay, I think it's because you're not like letting this feeling of defeat take you down. So you're still, you're not they're giving it like you're not lacking in as far as like what your masculine energy is capable of. Like maybe you've already developed a stronger container. Thank you. A stronger container to hold what you're going to do. Page of Cups is the love bomber. He's just kind of non-committal, like not caring. It's kind of the energy I'm getting from him. Lackadaisical, in the clouds. Okay. Okay, so that's, okay, I don't know why that, okay, there's a need to commit to something. So there's a need to like stick to a plan, but your masculine energy is powerful. It's very strong, coming through very strongly in this with the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So, it's a commitment thing. Yeah, that's all I'm getting, because this, I think it's an old thing. It's an old thing of maybe even it's a fear maybe of a lack of freedom, but you've also like traversed enough of like this feeling, moving through feeling suffocated or moving through times where you didn't feel like you had free will, that you also have like established a process to like cope with that. So the moon is something that's hidden, but it's something about committing. So there's just a need to commit because your container is ready to hold whatever it is. Because what I kind of got too from the Five of Cups and the Knight of Swords reverse is it's almost like that's an aspect of you that's like, how would you word that? Not like a weakness. It's like a very fiery energy. Like it's just like a part of being someone that's determined. Okay, thank you. It's like it's a part of being someone that's determined to do things. It like you just have to deal with that when it comes up, but it's not like taking you down or anything. So I'm not sure where the need for more routine, where that fits into all of this, but I know that was coming up for me. So yeah, it's a need to commit, because I think that will also like stoke the fire again, and you'll have that feeling of desire, and like that your masculine will have something to like chew on, like it'll have like fuel for the fire, you know, because that masculine is that driven energy, that drive. All right, that's what I got. We got 2 of Cups on the bottom, so that one didn't come through this read, but all right. I'm gonna take him to the park, I think. Yeah, we've been bored. All right. Thank you guys. I love you. Good luck with everything. Talk to you soon.